Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, I'm supposed to be talking, aren't I? Hello. Sharon on the topic of disease. I just wanted to go live real quick. Yeah, I'm going to let people know. Hey, Maylin. Miss Maylin, how are you? Boop, boop, doo. I am feeling a little bit better today. It started out a little rough, but I think once I woke up a little bit and stuff, it kind of passed. So I just have a lot of things up in the air, and I don't like it. I'm actually pretty upset about my website right now, so I'm trying to get that changed because it's a freaking mess. Such are the things that happen in life, right? So this originally was going to be about instant gratification. This goes right in with, see, it's what's cool about recovery. It's like a big puzzle where every piece just fits together the way it's supposed to, and the picture comes out how you want it. Isn't that neat? Isn't that cool? Right? So, another way or another topic that this could be is it my problem? Let's talk about it. This is open discussion, per as usual. So, welcome to Daily Trudge. I'm Dion. I'm going to be your host today. We're always looking for other hosts. If you want to do a Daily Trudge, let me know. If you're here, please say hello, whether you want to watch live or the rewatch. And that would be fantastically awesome. I need to check this. Okay, cool. All right, perfect. So it's the web guy. I'm waiting on a code so I can transfer my website back and get it straightened out. How can you participate? Just get in touch with me. Get in touch with me. And heck, if you want to participate right now, here. Let's try it. Why not? I just kind of did this. Click on that, and I'll let you in. And we're going to talk about the courage to change things we can. So there's your invite. Not required to. If you want to be a little bit more set up, I get it. So, but the offer is there. It got scary, didn't it? It got scary. I just put it there. You can click on that link in the chat right there. Are you? I'm sorry, Ingrid. That stinks. That's no good. No fear. Courage to change. That is no fear. It's because there's a lot of times when I look around and, let's say I come home and I see trash in my neighbor's yard, right? Give me a second, Malin. I'll get you hooked up. Watch this. Better be ready for a ride, though. There you go. Check your messenger. All right. Well, let's say you come home and there's trash in your neighbor's yard. You gonna do something about it? I'm going to do something about it. Because, see, I can change that. I can change that. And don't I need to get along with my neighbors? Don't I need to respect my neighbors? Even if I don't get along with them? Don't we live in a community? Right? So when we see other things going on with other people, we need to have the courage to step in. Oh, I don't want to get caught up in their conflict. It's none of my business. Is that happening to you? Yeah, if it is, it's your business. Somebody decides to fight in public, man. Sorry, but it's everybody's business at that point. Yeah. Would you have somebody is, you see it all right? Like 60 Minutes has their thing where they're like, you know, what would you do in this situation? They put people in situations, embarrass the fuck out, okay? And I understand the fear of interfering with something that doesn't belong to you. Well, that's none of my business. But is it? Is it your business? Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. This is where intuition has got to come in. We got to understand that there are things that we can do. But unfortunately, as human beings and then alcoholics on top of it, we tend to go to the extremes, right? So I put it in your messenger. So let's just set it up a little bit better, and then we'll do it. Because you got to be on Google Chrome and see, there's a setup process. It's not just click and go all the time. So, there's a lot of different things going on in the world where we can put our efforts. And when I see things like, this unrealistic bullshit that people think that they need you to see. Does that make sense? I have a recovery event coming up, and we've got all these people. I only need to look through the people real quick to know whether or not this is a bullshit one or not. I know just by the people speaking. Right? And I know this, but the people in the fentanyl coalition do not. So I reported it. You bet they do not belong there. I will not allow you there. Dion, I'm just going to tell him Dion's in this group. So just don't. I think there's a lot of things in this world that we can do something about, but we got to have our priorities, right? And what you got to figure out what your priorities are with that. For me, I'm the kind of person where if I see something, I say something. But I'm also, and I'm a white male with a loud voice. I could probably get away with more. See? But knowing I have that fucking privilege, because that's privilege, that's white privilege we talk about, right? That can't be abused, but if I need to use it to set things straight, you bet your ass I'm going to. Because see, to me, I don't care color, creed, gender. See, none of that crap matters to me. Okay, everybody is a child of God. And if you're a child of God, I'm going to try and make some kind of connection with you. Okay? And I'm hoping it's a good connection. Hey, Mandy. We got more sickos. Mandy's sick too. So Ingrid and Mandy, you feeling better, I hope. Feeling better. What's it? And actually with Mandy coming on, that's another way that we can get on there and the courage to change podcasting, man. Yeah, it's a great way to get your story out there or what it is that you're trying to discuss. And we call that an arena. So find your arena. This right here is an arena, right? And this arena is for me and you. And it's just, it is what it is. Does that, okay? So the Daily Trudge is just the Daily Trudge. It's not a podcast. This is not a podcast. Not in my, this is me going live, right? And it gets confused quite often, but I just roll with it. Call it a podcast if you want to. But then it gets weird, right? So, but it doesn't matter, okay? Because you're either going to connect through the podcast. It just depends on how you want to do it. Some people like coming on and listening live. I have a lot of people that that do the rewatches. A lot. And I never Mr. fucking Leisure, thank you. I've been trying. Oh, I got it. Thank you. I needed a name for the whole thing. Yes. Trudgecast. You got it. Thank you, dude. See? I didn't even announce I was going live. I was just doing it. Right? So what I have is the Trudgecast, and then underneath that is Raw Recovery, Dragon Flower, da. So you get to go to the Trudgecast, and it's going to be Trudgecast. I'm making a new site, trudgecast.com. Love it. I fucking love it, and I doubt anybody has it because people don't like they don't want to use the word trudge because it's hard to spell, and no, it's not. It's not as hard to spell as people think, right? Well, that's confusing. No, it's never confused anybody. I love it. Yeah. Right. And there it is. The courage to change. Right. Somebody says one thing. Now I could have been like, you know what? Don't you be, See, we need to have the courage to change. And not only do we need the courage to change, but we need the courage to change in front of other people. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean you need to tell everybody your private business. You do not. I have a lot of private things going on. I'll talk about them here. No. Okay. I may use examples of things going on in my life. Sometimes I will bring a 10th step here because I'm looking for an answer. And a lot of times I come here and my friends say, oh, and they keep it simple for me. Right. And that I think is the key to knowing the courage to change what we can. What can we change? Let's change that. What can we change? Well, I can't change people's minds. Bullshit. That's a lie. That is not true. I change people's minds all the time. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. See, when we think a little bit more on it, see what happens? Okay. Now, I teach people by being on their side. I don't teach front to front. I teach side to side, man. Okay. What is the best way to teach? Learn. Or the best way to learn is teach. That is the best way to learn something. Now you know how I do it. Okay. I've got my GED. Sit. I don't have any other letters. I don't want any other letters. I'm proud of that. I am proud of who I am because I educated myself. Right? Those books are out. I don't need to go. I don't need somebody else to, when it comes to that stuff. I can sit down and read the DSM-5 and go, okay, I hear I understand this. I get it. Right? I've been doing that for a long time. Right? You don't need to go out there and do this and do that and get your certificate for recovery coaching and da unless that's what you want to do. And I tend to confuse people with what I do. So let me explain it. I do Dion. That's it. I don't need anything more. I got me. I got God. I got my fellowship. I don't need anything beyond that. Okay? So what am I? I am a personality. Okay? But it's not really a title you want to give yourself in recovery. Who else is a personality? Russell Brand is a personality. And by the way, I don't buy any of it. I love you too. I hope you feel better, honey. So when I go out, there's a lot of things I see that I can change just by sharing my experience, my strength, and my hope. See, in the beginning, we're like, oh, what can I not change? Nouns. Well, once you hit your spiritual awareness, you can change nouns. Okay. Why? Because you'll know how to do it appropriately. You'll know how to do it the correct way by meeting others where they're at. That's the number one thing. If you can meet people where they are at, you're gonna get through to them, man. I'm just seeing all this stuff. Trudge Cat. I've already the website is like building in my head as I speak. Man, it solved like so many problems. I love it. I love God. I love this program and I love my friends. Why? Because I get to sit here and do miracles right in front of you. These are things I've been asking God for direction. That was his answer. Okay. So I didn't ask God for direction this morning and go sit in my hiney. Well, I did a little bit. Okay. No, I got to work. Right. And I was like, do I go live again? I was just live like, and people, you go live too much. And I'm like, you know what? It's my arena. They don't have to watch. They're not required to. That's okay, man. Right? If you're here for the easier, softer way, you're in the wrong fucking place. I can tell you that. Because I don't do things like that here. Everything tough is worth having. It is worth the effort. Okay. My happiness comes from a job well done. Okay. So let's stop seeking that instant gratification. Let's understand that delayed gratification actually has peace, joy, and serenity in it. Hey, Trevor, good to have you, man. I'm just kind of wrapping up, but it's good to have you, brother. Right. And I can realize there are things that I can change that before I thought was manipulation. Okay. Stay away from things like unsolicited advice. Okay. And fake compliments. Everybody knows if it's a fake. I hate it when somebody gives me a fake compliment. Drives me crazy because I know better. Okay. Somebody, you're this. I'm like, no, I'm not. But thank you. I'm not a guru. Maybe a little. Some days I think I am. How about that? But most days, nah. You know, look at me this week. I was like, oh man, you know, that's what it's like. All right. All right. Well, I finally got the email that I've been waiting on to come through to change my website back over. So I'm gonna go be Dion web designer now. Actually, it shouldn't take too long because I didn't take it down. Delete it. All right. Okay, then I'm a guru too. If Scott's going to admit it, I'll admit it too, so I'm not alone. I love you all. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. All right. I love you. Peace out and have a day.